Hello everyone and welcome back to Era Military Collectibles. In today's video we're covering this, and this is the third pattern battle or jungle fatigues of the American Army during the Vietnam conflict, the Vietnam War. There was three different types of uniforms that was used during the Vietnam War. There was OD-107s, what are called OD-107s. They were pretty much towards the tail end of Korea up until the start of Vietnam, and they weren't exactly a combat uniform. They were more of a barrack uniform, and they ran into a lot of problems with them, so they needed to change their uniforms very rapidly. Then you had the first pattern jungle fatigues, and the difference with the first, second and third jungle fatigues was the material that was used and slight little things. The actual cut of the uniform was still the same. On the first pattern though, you had visible buttons on the top pockets and the bottom pockets, and the material was a very light poplin material was the name of it. Sorry, the name went out of my head there a minute. It was a poplin material. Then the second pattern, they hid the buttons and it was still made of poplin, and then on the third pattern it became a hybrid of cotton and other type of material, but it basically, you have this little ripstop design, or what's commonly known as ripstop design, where the material is made into little squares to stop it from ripping, and they still hid the buttons and stuff. Now I'm just going to talk about the actual uniform. This is a 100% original shirt and a 100% original helmet. We will go into more detail in the helmet eventually. I did promise to do it on a video. So as you can see, it's got name tapes. On the left hand side you will have the US Army, and on the right hand side you will have your name. So this one is Davis, obviously. 4 pockets, 2 mid-thigh, 2 chest pockets, and they're slightly angled. It is a button shirt with buttons on the sleeves. There you go, there's 2 buttons on the sleeves to taper it up a small bit. It's sort of an hourglass type cut to the uniform. I'm just going to move the helmet there 1 second, because I just want to turn it this way so you can see the patch or the flash. This is for the 1st Airborne, or the first Cavalry, famous from the We Were Soldiers movie, things like that. Very famous division that was involved in Vietnam when they started to experiment with the air mobility side of things. The cavalry or the 1st Cavalry Division changed and became more air mobile. So as you can see, if I turn the shirt around, it's a pretty much standard shirt. There's just one seam across the back of it. There's no buttons on the sides to punch in the actual sides of it, compared to, I believe, the first pattern had buttons here that you could see, make it more fitted, and they got rid of them in the second pattern. So that's it. It's quite simple. It's a quite simple shirt, very light fitting. This shirt then was used right up until the end of the war, into the start of the 70s, when they started changing towards camouflage pattern. The cut of the uniform was the same, just the material changed, and went from olive to what was first of all ERDL, and then it went into woodland camouflage. So this is your, everyone sort of knows the iconic Vietnam style shirt, or jungle fatigue shirt. So if you like what we provide here at Era Military Collectibles, please like, please subscribe, please tune in for the next video. If you want to get in contact with the channel, the email for the channel will always be at the top of the video description. Thank you.